Let me tell you of a place, my son, that flows into the rising sun, a river that runs through me and you. As you grow to tell the tale of the mighty she and the people there that love the place that I call home.
A lot of things have stayed the same, but I am looking forward to getting a newer building. Well, the kitchen's newer anyway. And it's been fun for us too, mind you. It's not all gray hair and worrying, but and telling people to watch their language. But it's been fun for us over the years.
I've been told to watch my language a few times, sitting right there. That's my favorite spot.
I think everybody has.
Mike, where the f*** you going?
Watch your language. I'm going right there.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
Vans is open. Vans is open.
Hi, Miramichi. We are here at the new location of perhaps the most iconic culinary experience the Miramichi has ever known, Ben's Lunchroom. Mike, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
This has been a long
Welcome
time.
to Ben's.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here. This has been a long time coming. Tell us about your journey in the last year and a half.
Well, our last day of we were open last year was March the 12th, and then we found out the roof had caved in on the other side of our building, and we ended up having to tear it down on April 28th, I think it was. And I had to clean out the store. A lot of it ended up in my garage, which also ended up here.
Good. And there's a lot of old pictures back.
Yeah.
As I look at the backdrop here, I mean, there's a little difference between the old Ben's and, of course, the new Ben's. This
Yes.
is totally amazing.
Yeah.
Tell us about some of the pictures here, Mike, some of the favorites.
Well, they all have their own little story. There's a lot of cars, there are old trucks, antiques parked in front of the building. I went out and took those myself, near got ran over half a dozen times. And there's a couple of pictures there on the top of Ben's back in the 30s and early 40s. There's one in the middle of the Queen visiting in 76. The Prime Minister, Mulrooney, was here. Our MP, Tilly Gordon, she's a longtime customer. Frank McKenna, he was our Premier, he was a longtime customer. Yvonne Durrell. In this picture here, let's say there's three older sisters. They're all in their 70s or 80s.
Wow.
They used to come in when they used to visit Miramichi, and they'd sit there and chuckle for an hour or two. And so they brought that picture in. Then there's a couple of old chocolate bar boxes, 10 cent, 5 cent, and a lot of old cigarette packages.
So much history here at Ben's, Mike. Really, July 1st is the 75th anniversary of Ben's. It's hard to believe.
It was July 1st, 1937. Ben opened the first one. There was horse races in town that day, and it was a really hot day. He said, I might as well open today, and he did, and he's been going on ever since.
Yes,
but
sir.
who would have thought a little hot dog stand in the last 75 years?
I know, it's amazing.
Minus the last few months that we weren't
That's
there.
right. But it's become such a, part of the fabric of what we are as Miramichiers. I mean, to have an experience at Ben's and to go and talk to you and meet friends or go with friends or maybe a last stop after a night of frolicking around town. But it means so much to a lot of people. And, of course, watching the old Ben's go down over a year ago now, I mean, like it was the event of the century. There was hundreds of people out to watch it, and everybody was sad, and everybody was wondering where are you going to open again, or when are you going to open again. But now, right here in the former location of Hoagie's on Water Street in Chatham, Ben's is reborn, and I know that all of Miramichi and Miramichiers beyond are really looking forward to experiencing
Well, it sounds like that.
that
doesn't
again.
it? Yeah,
Absolutely.
From the people I talk to, it sounds like a lot of people are excited, which is good.
Yeah.
I was worried for a while if I was going to get my old customers back, but now I might have to lock the door.
Sorry, we close at 7. You can't come in. Come try again tomorrow. Yeah, perfect. No, Mike, quite honestly, I'm ecstatic with the whole thing. I think it's a piece of Miramichi history that has come back to relive and be reborn. And hopefully, it catches on to a whole new generation, a whole new group of people here in Miramichi. Hopefully, and I'm sure it will. Congratulations again. Any thoughts or anything you want to say to the public moving ahead?
Well, I just hope everybody experiences Ben's like they always have. Like it was always a meeting place. Like they'd say, "I'll meet you at Ben's at 7 o'clock," or "I'll pick you up there," and after the dance, I'll pick you up at Ben's. And then when we were up around the corner, people always say, asking directions, they'd say, "Well, go up to Ben's and turn left," or "Go up to Ben's and turn right,"
Yeah.
or "Go up to Ben's and keep on going up over the hill." And but no, it's we were talking the other day to somebody and we were saying it wasn't necessarily the burgers, it wasn't necessarily it wasn't me, it was just Ben's experience to grow up there, and people in their 70s or 80s. I know one couple in their 80s now, their first date was at Ben's.
Yeah.
And that's still ongoing. And
That's right.
I noticed on Facebook a couple of people said that I met my wife there, or I met my husband there, and somebody had come on later and said, "I met mine there too."
Yeah.
You know?
I met a lot of burgers there, but other than that, but no, really, it was that one fixed point in the universe here in Miramichi that just seemed to never change, and it was always somewhere you went, and you were recognized, and you recognized your surroundings right away.
Well, it was one of the constants in a lot of people's lives. Like people who have gone away for 10 years, they come home, Ben's is still there.
That's right.
You know, the parents might be maybe deceased or maybe moved away or something, but Ben's was always there with the same pictures, the same old guy behind the counter. But it was the one constant in a lot of people's lives. That's what they tell me anyway. And people coming from out west, they'd head to Ben's before they even go home.
That's right.
I know my family, Mom could be cooking a turkey supper. They'd all drop in to Ben's for a couple of burgers before they even go home for the turkey supper.
Remember through my childhood, we would always stop at Ben's, either on Sundays or Friday nights, when we either went to the show or came back from the show, and Mom would get us hot dogs. She was a hot dog lover, and of course, so my first love was the Ben's hot dog. And of course, around 1989, I switched to hamburgers, and I just never looked back. But you're right. It was just that one point that was always, faithfully always there, and now here it is again. And of course, it looks as though it's never changed again. It's the same type of location.
A little modernization here.
These are the exact same stools. This is the exact same countertop as the old Ben's. They brought it back, had it built here in place, and now you can actually come in. Maybe with your family, have a seat at a table and enjoy the passers-by on the street, and of course enjoy a seat in one of these lovely antique stools and hear all the gossip. Yes, there's always lots of news to be.
But we always had 11 stools. But some place there was maybe 100 people in that little building. I don't know how they all fit in there, but now we have seating for 29.
Wow,
which is good. And probably room for 300.
Well, Mike, it's a new era, it's a new deal, and it's what's the old saying, Mike?
Same food, same neighborhood, same phone number, different corner.
Absolutely. Right here at Ben's, located now on Water Street, Miramichi East. Come on down, have yourself a burger. The first bite of a Ben's burger right here, 2012. Same flavor, same food, same number, different corner. Get yourself down here to Ben's. Bon appetit.
Giver, you're on the river.
Giver, you're on the river.
Giver, you're on the river. Giver, you're on the river.